90% of traders lose money. And here's the part that should stop you cold. It's almost never because their strategy is bad. Think about that for a second. The traders who lose and the traders who win are often using the exact same setups, the same indicators, the same charts, on the same screens. One group slowly bleeds their account down to zero. The other group quietly builds real wealth. Same tools, opposite outcomes. So what actually separates them? It comes down to a single number. One piece of math that almost nobody teaches because it isn't flashy and it doesn't sell courses. But the moment you understand it, you will see the market in a completely different way. You'll understand why a trader with an ugly, unimpressive strategy can win for years, and why the person who seems to call every top and every bottom still ends up broke. Professional traders have understood this for decades. Hedge funds are built on it. The entire casino industry runs on it. And by the end of this, you'll understand it too. The exact number that decides whether you make money. And just as important, how to protect yourself so that a losing streak can never wipe you out. So let's start by killing the lie you've been told. You've been told that good traders win most of their trades, that being profitable means being right, over and over. It sounds obvious, it feels true, and it is completely wrong. Let me show you why, with two traders. The first, we'll call the sharpshooter. She wins 70% of her trades. 7 winners out of every 10. That sounds fantastic. The second trader, we'll call the grinder. He wins only 40% of his trades. That means he's wrong more often than he's right. 6 losses out of every 10. On paper, the sharpshooter looks miles better. But now let's add the one detail that changes everything. How much they make when they win, compared to how much they lose when they're wrong. The sharpshooter wins often, but she's impatient. She grabs small profits quickly, and she lets her losers run, hoping they turn around. So when she wins, she makes $100. When she loses $300. Let's run 10 trades. 7 wins at $100 each is $700. 3 losses at $300 each is $900. She won the vast majority of her trades, and she still finished down $200. Now the grinder. He's wrong most of the time, but he's disciplined. The instant a trade goes against him, he cuts it. He loses $100, and not a penny more. And when he's right, he lets it run. He makes 310 trades. 4 wins at $300 is $1,200. 6 losses at $100 is $600. He lost the majority of his trades, and he walked away with $600 in profit. Read that back in your head. The trader who was wrong more often made money. The trader who was right more often lost money. This is the single most important idea in all of trading. And it's the one that beginners fight the hardest, because it goes against everything that feels good. Being right feels good. Taking a quick profit feels safe. Cutting a loss feels like admitting you were wrong, and nobody likes that. And I want you to notice how sneaky this is, because it never feels like a mistake while you're doing it. Picture yourself in a winning trade. You're up $40, it feels wonderful, and a little voice says, "Take it, lock it in," before the market snatches it back. So, you close it. Then you watch that same trade run another $200 without you. Now flip it. You're in a losing trade, down $40, and a different voice says, "Just give it room, it'll come back. Don't lock in the loss." So, you wait, and 40 becomes 80, becomes 200. Same person, same afternoon, cutting the winners short and letting the losers grow. That is the exact opposite of the math, and almost everyone does it on pure instinct. So if win rate isn't the answer, what is? The answer is something called risk to reward, and it's far simpler than it sounds. Risk to reward just compares how much you're trying to make on a trade against how much you're willing to lose on it. Let's make it real. Say you risk $100 on a trade. That means if you're wrong, you lose $100, and not more, because your stop loss is set in advance before you ever enter. And say your target, if you're right, is $300. That is a risk to reward of 1 to 3. You risk 1 to make 3. Traders write this using the letter R. 1 R is simply whatever you chose to risk. So, a 1 to 3 trade is a 3R winner, and a normal loss is 1R. And notice what that stop loss really did. It didn't just cap your loss, it turned your risk into a known, fixed number. You cannot do math on a number that keeps moving. The moment you decide, in advance, exactly what 1R is, every trade becomes measurable. Without that, you're not trading a system. You're just reacting and hoping. And that brings us to the formula the professionals actually live and die by. It's called expectancy, and it tells you, on average, how much you earn every single time you place a trade. Stay with me here, because this is the number. Here's how it works. Take your win rate and multiply it by your average win. Then take your loss rate and multiply it by your average loss. Subtract the second from the first. Whatever is left is your edge. Let's run it on the grinder. He wins 40% of the time, and his winners are 3R. 0.4 times 3 gives us 1.2. He loses 60% of the time, and his losers are 1R. 0.6 times 1 gives us 0.6. Now subtract. 1.2 minus 0.6 leaves 0.6. His expectancy is positive. On average, every single time he places a trade, he earns 6/10 of what he risked. Not on every trade. Some he wins, some he loses, but across many trades, the math quietly pulls his account upward. That is what an edge really is. It is not a gut feeling. It is not a lucky streak. It is a positive number that, repeated enough times, becomes almost impossible to lose with. And this is exactly how a casino works. The casino doesn't win every hand. It loses hands constantly, all night long, to players all over the floor. But the odds of every single game are tilted, just slightly, in the house's favor, a tiny positive expectancy. And because they play it thousands of times a night, that tiny edge becomes a fortune with almost mathematical certainty. A profitable trader is simply running their own small casino. The goal was never to win every hand. The goal is a positive edge, repeated with discipline. So now you can see the whole game differently. You don't need to be right. You need your winners to be bigger than your losers, by enough that the math tilts in your favor. A 40% win rate with 3R winners is a money machine. A 70% win rate with losses bigger than your wins is a slow, confusing death. But here is where it gets serious. Knowing your edge is only half the battle, because you can have a genuine, positive expectancy, a real mathematical edge, and still lose everything. You can be completely right about the math and still blow up your account. And it happens to profitable traders all the time. How is that even possible? Because an edge only works if you're still in the game long enough for it to play out. And a single losing streak, sized wrong, can end you before the math ever gets its chance. That is where most traders quietly destroy themselves. Every trader faces losing streaks. Not might, will. Even a strategy that wins 60% of the time will, at some point, hand you 5, 6, even 7 losses in a row. That isn't bad luck, and it isn't a broken system. That's just probability doing what probability does. Flip a coin enough times, and you will get long runs of tails. The market is no different. So the real question was never, how do I avoid losing streaks? You can't. The question is, how do I make sure a losing streak can't kill me? And the answer is the second half of the math that almost nobody talks about. Position sizing. Position sizing is simply how much of your account you put at risk on any single trade. And it is, without exaggeration, the line between traders who last and traders who don't. Here's the trap that catches almost everyone. Imagine you've got a $1,000 account. You're excited, you're confident, and you risk $200 on a trade. That's 20% of everything, on one idea. It feels bold. It feels like conviction. Now imagine you hit one of those completely normal losing streaks, just 5 losses in a row. 20% gone. Then another 20. And another. After 5 losses, more than half your account is simply gone. And now the cruelest part of the whole game. To recover from a 50% loss, you do not need to make back 50%. You need to make back 100%. You have to double what's left just to get back to where you started. Lose 80%. And you need to make 400% to break even. That is the hole that people never climb out of, not because their strategy died, but because the math of recovery turned against them. Now let's size it the way a professional does. Same $1,000 account, but this time you risk 1% per trade. $10. That same brutal 5-loss streak now costs you about $50. 5% of your account. Annoying, but survivable. You barely feel it. Your edge is completely intact, and you are still standing to let it work. This is what the professionals call risk of ruin. The odds that a losing streak ends your account before your edge ever gets to pay off. Bet big, and even a brilliant strategy has a real, live chance of wiping you out. Bet small, and ruin becomes almost mathematically impossible. Same strategy, same edge, wildly different outcome, decided entirely by size. And this is why you'll hear serious traders repeat that same boring rule. Risk 1, maybe 2% per trade. It sounds far too cautious to matter. It sounds slow, but that boring little rule is the exact thing keeping them alive long enough for their edge to make them rich. Survival first, profit second. Always in that order. Think of your account like the air in a scuba tank. Your edge is the treasure sitting at the bottom of the ocean. It does not matter how much gold is down there if you run out of air before you reach it. Position sizing is your oxygen. Manage it carefully, and you get to keep diving. Again and again. Blow through it all on one greedy plunge. And the game is simply over. So now you have both halves. A positive expectancy, winners bigger than your losers, so the math is genuinely on your side. And sane position sizing, small enough that no streak on earth can end you. Put those two together and something almost magical happens. You become very, very hard to kill. And in a game where 90% wash out, just surviving is most of the battle already won. But there is one final piece. Because you can understand every word of this and still sabotage the whole thing. And it doesn't happen on the chart. It happens between your ears. Remember the sharpshooter from the very beginning? The one who won most of her trades and still lost money? Her problem was never knowledge. It was emotion. When she was up a little, fear whispered, "Take it before it vanishes," and she grabbed a tiny profit. When she was down, hope whispered, "Just wait, it'll turn," and she let a small loss swell into a huge one. Fear cut her winners short. Hope let her losers run wild, and it felt completely reasonable in the moment. It always does. The fix isn't some iron discipline you're either born with or you're not. It's much simpler than that. It's a decision you make before the trade, instead of during it. Before you ever click buy, you decide two things: where you're wrong, your stop, and where you'll take profit, your target. Both written down, both set. And then you let the trade do whatever it's going to do, without renegotiating with yourself while your money is on the line. The plan is built when you're calm. The trade plays out when you're not. Keep those two moments apart, and half of your emotional problems quietly disappear. So let's pull the whole thing together, because this is the entire game on a single page. Being right is not the goal. Having an edge is. Your edge is simply winners that are bigger than your losers, by enough that your expectancy comes out positive. You protect that edge by risking a small, fixed amount on every single trade, so that no losing streak can ever end you. And you defend it from yourself by deciding your stop and your target in advance, and then getting out of your own way. That's it. That is what separates the 10% who make it from the 90% who don't. Now, none of this guarantees any single trade. Nothing does. And anyone promising you certainty is selling you something. This is about tilting the odds in your favor, and then surviving long enough for those odds to actually matter. This is education, not financial advice. So go and test these numbers for yourself, on paper, long before you ever risk a real dollar. And if you want a head start, the free trading guide is linked in the description. Grab it. It lays out position sizing and risk to reward step by step, with the exact numbers worked through for you. Here's your next move. You now understand the math of winning. But an edge has to come from somewhere. A real setup that genuinely puts the odds in your favor. So the next video breaks one of those setups down, from entry all the way to exit, and shows you exactly where the professionals hide their stop loss, so they don't get hunted out of a perfectly good trade. I'll see you there.
Hey everyone, today's sponsor is WEEX, a global crypto trading exchange where you can trade hundreds of cryptocurrencies, use futures and spot markets, and even copy expert traders, all from one secure platform. If you want to check it out, the link is in the description below. Thanks.